So it's tax refund season, and the question that everybody has is, how do I spend it? And my question back to everybody is, why would you? So let's talk about tax refund, how it all works, why you're getting a tax refund, and maybe a better way to think about what to do with the money once you have it. Hi everybody, my name is Nev of One Deal Away, and welcome to today's episode where we're going to talk about what really tax refunds are and how to think differently than perhaps you have been told and taught over the last few years or maybe even decades. So tax refund is basically the money that you have overpaid to the government. When you start a job or business for that matter, you have to claim certain taxes. These things are taken right out of your check before you actually even see the money. It's something that the employer will do right away, and the money that you receive is post-tax base. Every April 15th, we all have to complete our taxes unless you're in business, at which point you can extend up until October 15th. Most people don't know that, but here you go. It's a fact. Now, why are you getting refund? A refund basically means that you have overpaid. It basically means that when you had made your claims, perhaps you didn't claim as much. And I know that a lot of people prefer to overpay and then get money back, but astute investors and business owners understand and know that if you actually strategically position your money a bit better, maybe that money that is sitting in a government account doing not a whole lot of anything for you, you can actually invest that money, get a bit of a return, and if you invest well, you are actually going to be able to make a substantial income potentially, and then if you need to pay extra, you can. What I recommend you do, because for some folks it's a bit unnerving and stressful to find themselves at the beginning of the year or end of the year for that matter to discover that they own substantial amount of money to the government. And I am not advocating for that. I don't want you to financially stress out or shut down. What you can do is work with your accountant, preferably a CPA, and have them help you figure out of what should you be claiming so that you basically maximize the amount of money you get to keep and minimize that return that people get so excited about. Now, I'm not saying you don't want to get a return, but I am saying that, and to be able to be. Now, I am not saying that you should completely discount return or do something silly with the money. What I am saying is use that money well to start a business, to invest, and to make more money. But you might not have done that for the last year. And now let's talk about the refund is coming. How do you better prepare for it? Look, there are ads everywhere, literally everywhere, telling you what you should do with your money. Right? Buy a TV, go on vacation, fix your house, go, whatever. But all of those things are consumer-based mentality, basically teaching you to turn over your money to them. I don't know about you, but that doesn't suit me per se. I want to look at different way to use my money smarter and better. So here are a few tips that you can use in your life to help you improve what you do with your tax refund. One, if you have substantial debt, perhaps considering eliminating that debt would be a good idea. Now, when we talk about eliminating debt, what I want to stress is focus on eliminating the destructive debt. That's the debt that we have used to acquire consumer goods and goods that depreciate in value, like pair of jeans or car, unless you're using those pair of jeans as a way to sell as an inventory and make money, or that car as a business sort of venture to be able to make more money. But most people don't do that. Most people buy a pair of jeans so they can wear it. Most people buy a car so they can drive around. So try to find a way to actually use that money to pay off your destructive debt. The second thing you can do is use that money to actually invest. Now, there's different ways in many different places where you can invest your money, and one of those things is going to be investing in paper assets. You can do that. Paper assets would be things like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, but that's not necessarily what I do, and so if that's what you want to do, cool, you can absolutely do that. You can also put money into cryptos. Cryptos are well poised to grow, especially long term, so maybe a portion of the money could be put into something like that. Finally, what I like to do is invest in real estate, and you can go in and put that money down to buy a property, or even for a down payment if you find a bit more expensive property. Final piece that you can do is invest a little bit of money in your own personal financial education. I have invested a ton of money to learn how to improve my financial life, and I have to tell y'all, it has served me incredibly well, and it has helped me become financially independent in my 30s. It didn't come out of nothing. It didn't come out of me just guessing. It came out of learning a lot of things and then applying what I was learning. Most of the educational things, some of the stuff is going to be free, some of the stuff is going to be a few $100, some of the stuff is going to be a few $1,000. But if you can take a portion of your money to actually invest in yourself and invest in appreciating assets, especially assets that are poised to grow and poised to give you passive income streams, which is why I like real estate, then that is the money best spent, because that dollar can very quickly turn into $200,000, $2,000, $200,000, or even $2 million. So start thinking differently about what are the things that you're passionate about, what kind of lifestyle are you trying to create, and then spend money and time wisely to start putting towards your future. Don't let others dissuade you that you need another pair of shoes or another pair of jeans or another t-shirt. Sure, you might, but what I am recommending and why I'm suggesting to everybody I know is buy an asset, buy yourself an education so that you know what to do with that asset and why it does what it does. And I actually recommend going into education before the asset if you don't know what you're doing. And then third thing, if you really want to have a grand time and have really fun, then spend money on an experience, on a memory that you're going to hold on for the rest of your life. I hope this is helpful to you. Until next time, stay forever money blessed, and do remember, you are only one deal away.